Warmongers. October 7th was just an excuse for Israel to wipe out the Palestinians. That's all Israel's ever wanted. Really? The country that's asked for peace again and again? The country that's accepted peace plan after peace plan? The country that never started a war but has been attacked relentlessly? Does this make sense? Welcome back, and thank you for wanting to know the facts and the truth. What's going on in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is big. You can't miss it on the news. You can't miss it on college campuses, and you really can't miss it online. But what are the facts? Why is this happening? That's what we're here to answer. Our approach is to examine the major themes and focus on the important events that help you make sense of what's happening today. We care about knowing the truth. We also care about the basic human right to live in peace. We care about ending the suffering. We care about finding justice. And we think you're here because you do too. The only path for us then is to go after the facts and be open to what they show us. Life can be beautiful without hatred, violence, and war, and maybe the way there starts with better understanding each other. Better understanding the Jewish people, the Palestinian people, the history of their conflicts and past peace efforts, and some of the major issues standing in the way of forging real peace. What the Hell is Going On in Gaza is a 9-part series made up of 30 episodes, each designed to help you understand a different but important part of the picture. As part 1 of our series continues, our focus stays on answering some basic questions about Israel. Here in episode 4, we'll address the question of whether Israel actually wants peace. This is an important topic, as we've all heard the criticisms that Israel doesn't. There are facts, though, so let's dig into this. We know it's easy to say that Israel wants peace, but really, do they or don't they? Let's go through the facts. We'll start at the beginning. Israel's Declaration of Independence offers and promises peace. It says, "We offer peace and amity to all the neighboring states and their peoples, and invite them to cooperate with the independent Jewish nation for the common good of all. The state of Israel is ready to cooperate its full share to the peaceful progress and development of the Middle East." It's clear that Israel wants peace with its neighbors. Jews accepted the original UN partition plan. Arabs rejected it. Israel has accepted international peace plans and worked with international mediators and repeatedly attempted to negotiate peace itself with Palestinians and Arab nations. In every case, the answer from the other side has been no, over and over again. Over and over, the Jews of Israel have chosen peace only to have the result be violence. Take the Peel Commission, a British plan for the partition of Palestine between Jews and Arabs. It was announced in 1937 and was supported by both Jews and Arabs. But when the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, Muhammad Amin al-Husseini, rejected it and called for violence instead, even moderate Palestinian Arabs withdrew their support. Then the United Nations Partition Plan. In 1948, the United Nations approved its partition plan, which offered both Jews and Palestinian Arabs a state. The Jews accepted, but the surrounding Arab nations attacked instead. And the Camp David Accords. In 1978, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin, with U.S. President Jimmy Carter, announced peace between Egypt and Israel. This attempt at peace led directly to Sadat's assassination by Egyptian Islamic Jihad in Egypt 3 years later. And there was Khartoum. In 1967, Israel offered to give up the entire Sinai Peninsula and the Golan Heights in exchange for peace. Arab states responded with the Khartoum Resolution, which included what came to be known as the 3 no's. No peace with Israel, no negotiation with Israel, no recognition of Israel. But Israel kept trying for peace, and it did make peace with Egypt and Jordan when it had the opportunity. Israel signed the Abraham Accords, but only Bahrain, Morocco, Sudan, and the United Arab Emirates have joined so far. Mostly, Jews just want to live in peace. So Jews tend to leave others alone. Jews accept but don't seek converts. Have you ever seen a Jewish missionary? Jews don't attack non-believers. Have you ever seen a Jew call for the death of infidels? Apostasy is not a crime in Judaism, as it is in 18 Muslim countries, 12 with the punishment being death. And there are no violent demonstrations by Jews or attacks on Muslims in the US, Europe, UK, Australia, etc. The people just asking to be left alone usually aren't the problem. In fact, Israel has never sought conflict with the Arab world, in Palestine or anywhere else. As Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir famously pointed out, if the Arabs put down their guns, there would be no more fighting. If the Israelis put down theirs, there would be no more Israel. Lastly, it's no small fact that Israel's total withdrawal from Gaza in 2005 led to nearly 2 decades of attacks by Hamas, culminating in the horrific attacks of October 7th. Israel has sought peace over and over, but time after time, those attempts at peace have been rejected. And the result for both sides has been tragic. Thanks for watching Episode 4 in Part 1 of our series, What the Hell is Going On in Gaza? We hope it helped you understand the reality that Israel wants peace. If you'd like to leave a comment or get in touch, visit our website at www.getthefactsmiddleeast.com. This was just a start. Episode 5 is next. We'll explore another claim, which is that life was good for Jews under Arab rule in the Middle East. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your interest in learning more about the war in Gaza. And remember, where there is no knowledge, there can be no insight.